Robert Pattinson has spent years playing some of the most intense and darker characters in cinema history. From a sparkling vampire to the caped crusader of Gotham, he has seen it all. But now, the actor is facing his most challenging role yet, being a first-time father. Ever since he and his partner Suki Waterhouse welcomed their daughter into the world, fans have been dying to know how he plans to balance his Hollywood fame with parenthood. The biggest question on every Yonia's mind is whether Robert will actually let his little girl watch the movies that made him a global superstar. In a series of recent and rare interviews, the Batman star has finally opened up about his strict rules for his daughter's screen time. Surprisingly, Robert is not in any rush to show her his work. He joked that he is actually quite terrified of her seeing him as anything other than just dad. He revealed that most of his films are far too dark or weird for a child to process. While millions of teenagers grew up obsessed with Edward Cullen, Robert wants his daughter to have a normal childhood far away from the sparkling vampires and gritty violence of his past. Suki Waterhouse has also hinted that their home life is surprisingly low-key and grounded. They have been spotted taking quiet strolls in the park and keeping their baby girl away from the prying eyes of the paparazzi. It seems that for Robert, the mystery of his career is something he wants to preserve for as long as possible. He even mentioned that the thought of her seeing him in the heavy Batman suit might be a bit too confusing for a toddler. Before we get into the one specific movie Robert might actually let her watch one day, I need to hear your thoughts. Do you think it is possible for a child to grow up normally when their father is one of the most famous actors on Earth? Drop a comment right now and tell me if you would be able to keep your cool if Robert Pattinson was your dad. Insiders say that the only project Robert might consider sharing with her in the future is his voice work in animated films. He recently lent his voice to the English dub of The Boy and the Heron, which is a much more family-friendly way to introduce her to his talent. However, for now, the only thing this lucky baby is watching is her dad being a hands-on parent. So, do you think his daughter will eventually become a huge Twilight fan like the rest of the world, or will she find her dada-esque old movies totally embarrassing? Let me know your predictions in the comments below.